Good morning, students. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to start with another activity, but at the beginning we are going to remember the topic of the last class. The last class we made a listening activity. Do you remember? What was the topic of the listening? Okay, we listened a conversation between two people, okay? They spoke about their experience in a camp. Okay, so tell me, who enjoys the camp? Greg or Lucy? That's right, Greg enjoys that experience, okay? He said that he likes the camp, okay? And Lucy, the experience of Lucy was bad, okay, according to the listening. As I said before, today we are going to start with another activity. Today we are going to make a reading activity. And what is the objective for today? To develop the reading skills through an activity. Okay, so do you know what is the topic of the reading? Do you know what kind of structure we are going to find it? Okay, so today we are going to read in order to understand better, okay? So pay attention. Okay, we are going to review a reading related to the simple present, okay? It means we are going to find in this reading some points, some structure using the simple present, okay? What can you see in the picture? Tell me. Okay, there are two children. Okay, they are in the forest. They are speaking and walking. Okay. They wear warm clothes. Okay, llevan ropa abrigada. We are going to read, okay, in order to understand. It says, my name is Annie. Okay, that is better, okay? My name is Annie, and this is what I normally do. I love to walk on the mountain, okay? Pay attention here. This is what I normally do, okay? So we are going to read about a routine of Annie, okay? I love to walk on the mountain. During the weekend, I wake up early and go for a small walk on the mountain. I usually go with my father or my brother. We like to get some fresh air before we start our day. We live in the country far away from the city. We think that our country life is wonderful because we are away from the noise and pollution of the city. We often walk for about 2 hours home. We often walk for about 2 hours home. I always take my bus after our walk at about 8:30 a.m. and arrive at the school at 9 p.m. My father takes his car and goes to town to work. He works at veterinary clinic. He is a vet and loves to help animals. We have 3 dogs and 2 cats. Okay, so as you notice, Annie is speaking about her life. Okay, as you know, she is speaking in present simple because she is speaking about her routine, ¿ok? Ella nos está hablando sobre su rutina. Ustedes ya saben que para hablar de rutinas vamos a utilizar el presente simple. Okay, according to the reading we are going to answer some exercise. Okay, de acuerdo a esta lectura vamos a responder unos ejercicios in order to know if you understand the reading. Okay, ¿qué nos dice? Okay, here we have the second part. On the weekend we wake up early and go for a hike on the mountain. It is so nice to smell the fresh air and see the wild animals. We stay there for about 3 hours and bring our lunch with us. As you can see, my family loves nature. So we are going to start to answer, okay? It says, what does Annie love to do? So remember to the information. Okay, here we have, she says, I love to walk on the mountain. Okay, so I am going to write in that part. What does Anna love to do? She loves to walk in the mountain. Okay, that is the correct answer. The second, what does she walk with? Okay, I usually go with my father or my brother. Okay, so we are going to use she goes with her father or her brother. Okay, pay attention here. Pay attention to the verb. Okay, presta atención al verbo. Aquí porque utiliza goes, she goes. That's right. Remember the rule of the third singular person. Recordemos la regla de la tercera persona del singular. Tenemos que añadir una S al verbo. Ok, en este caso, she loves, she goes. Ok, so remember the spelling rules of the verbs. Lo que tiene que hacer aquí también es recordar las normas en cuanto al uso de la S, ¿no es cierto? Cuando nuestro verbo termina en O, go, utilizo goes. Ok. Where does she live? Okay, pay attention here. Okay, it says we live in the country far away from the city. Okay, so here you have the answer. Okay, where does she live? Okay, that is the same. She lives in a country. Okay, so pay attention to the verb. She lives. Okay, and I am going to do the last one. How long does she walk? How long? Okay, so pay attention. Okay, we often walk for about 1/2 an hour and then return to our home. Okay, so here the answer is that she walks one hour and half. Okay, or that is the same. She walks 1/2 hour. Okay, and that was the answer. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the reading in order to answer these questions. Okay, what time does she arrive at the school? Where does his father work? What do they do on the weekend? So you have to answer these questions, okay? Usted va a responder estas preguntas de acuerdo a la lectura, okay? That is your work. The second part, answer true or false. Okay, we have to read the statements. Vamos a leer las oraciones y tenemos que ver if the statement is true or false. Okay, so we are going to start. Okay, Annie is a vet. That is true or false? That is false, okay? Because in the reading says, my father takes his car and goes to the town. He works at a veterinary clinic. Okay, so as you notice, the father is a vet, okay? Annie does not like the mountain. That is true or false? Okay, that is false because Annie says, I love to walk on the mountain. Okay, so that is the opposite. Annie loves. Annie lives in the city. That is true or false? Okay, that is false. She says that we live in the country far away from the city. Okay, so that is false. Her father is a farmer. Okay, we said the profession of his father. Okay, of her father. He is a vet. Okay, so that is false. They seldom walk on the mountain. That is true or false? Okay, that is false because they said that they usually go to the mountain. Okay, so that is false. And here we have the last exercise. Okay, aquí tenemos un último ejercicio. Fill in the gaps with the right tense of the verb. Ok, aquí tenemos que completar las partes con los verbos que tenemos en los paréntesis. Remember, we are reviewing present simple. Ok, recordamos que estamos revisando el presente simple. Por lo tanto, lo único que debemos recordar aquí es la regla de las terceras personas. You have to add an extra S when the subject is the third singular person. Tenemos que añadir la S al verbo cuando el sujeto es tercera persona del singular. Por lo tanto, I am going to start. Annie likes, okay, because of the rule, to walk on the mountain. During the weekend, she, correct, wakes up, okay? She wakes up early and goes, correct, okay, aquí porque utilizamos goes, porque seguimos hablando de Annie, okay, that is third singular person. For a small walk, she usually goes, correct, because I am speaking about she, okay. Remember, here we have a frequency adverb. Recordemos que aquí tengo un adverbio de frecuencia. And remember the position. Recordamos la posición, ¿no es cierto? Vamos a colocarle before the verb, antes del verbo. Okay, and you are going to complete this exercise. Okay, y usted va a acabar de completar este ejercicio. Remember the rules. Okay, recordando las reglas que habíamos mencionado anteriormente. So what is your homework? You are going to read another time. Usted va a leer otra vezita the story in order to answer these questions. ¿Para qué? Para que pueda contestar estas preguntas. And you have to complete this part using the verbs in present simple. Y tiene que completar esta partecita utilizando el verbo en presente simple. So that is all for today. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. Goodbye.